Hello and welcome, folks, to the Monett Motor Speedway. We thank you all for coming out to the Grand Old Lady tonight. We'd like to give a few special shout-out to some of our sponsors here. Hot Wired Auto Sales, specializing in tough SUVs and hard-working pickups, built to handle the demands of off-road terrain. Check out their website if you find pavement too limiting. Hillbilly Archery, unlike the big box stores, Hillbilly Archery focuses on personal service and real-world experience, making sure each bow setup and tuning adjustment and repair is done right so shooters can trust their equipment when it matters most. I'll give you another rundown here of the race order. So, of course, we're going to start off with our Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers cars, and we're going to go to our Monett Rental and Sale Midwest Modifieds. We're going to go to our Hillbilly Archery Legends cars, CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks, and then we're going to go to our Chicoxy Ford B Mods. Folks, we got an action-packed night here for you at the Grand Old Lady. Don't go anywhere. Stick around and stay tuned. But, folks, it is also at my displeasure to announce this tonight. One of the local Midwest Modified drivers, Scott Campbell, has passed away yesterday morning. We gather here with heavy hearts tonight as we remember a true legend of the Midwest Modified scene, Scott Campbell. Many of us knew him and all of us respected him. The nickname Catfish, that nickname, it wasn't just for show. It perfectly described the way he masterfully worked the bottom of the track, hugging that inside line with a skill that few could match. Beyond the track, Scott was a loving father, husband, and grandfather, and his warmth touched many lives. He was a fierce competitor, a familiar and welcome sight in the winner's circle, and as a driver who always gave his all. His presence, not only here at Monett, but at tracks all across the Midwest, will be deeply missed. I ask that you please join in a moment of silence in his honor tonight. Welcome to the track, your Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers cars. Alrighty, folks, we'll go over the lineup here. On the inside, pole position is going to be that number 13D of Kyle Diemer. On the outside, pole position is going to be the number 43J of Tyler Stone. On the inside of the second row is going to be that number 13 car of Aaron Sanderson. On the outside of the second row is going to be the number 71 of Trace Hegbush. The 64B of Van Babb does not look like he'll start this heat race. And then, of course, all by the lonesome is going to be the number 69 of Justin Cox. As they come through 3 and 4 this time, Kyle Diemer and Tyler Stone are going to take the green flag here for the Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers cars heat event. 8 laps of green flag racing here at the Grand Old Lady, and we're green flag and we're away. Tyler Stone jumps out to an early lead over Kyle Diemer. Justin Cox looks high there. Aaron Sanderson falls back to that last position. Trace Hegbush looks low on that 13D of Kyle Diemer. Slides up the track, though. Tyler Stone leads once again. Tyler Stone gets loose in the 1 and 2. We got 3 cars under a blanket for that second spot. That 71's going to look low once again on that 13D of Kyle Diemer. Slides up the track in the middle, though, once again. The 43J is pulling away. Side by side finally. Can he clear him to Alpha 2? He does. That's 71 of Trace Hegbush takes that second spot. Aaron Sanderson comes across the front stretch slow. Is something wrong with that car? Maybe not. Tyler Stone comes around to take 5 laps to go. 13D is going to look low on that 71. 71 takes the high side. Tyler Stone laps Aaron Sanderson. Trace Hegbush way up the track. Can he keep it on the track? He does. He's going to lose that second spot, and he's going to fall back to fourth. Looks like that 13 may hold up to 69, maybe not. Tyler Stone's going to come around this time and take just 3 laps to go. Gile Diemer comes across the line. Justin Cox, followed by Trace Egbush. Aaron Sanderson there in that number 13 car. It should have been this time. We're at 1 to go. He should be taking the checkered. Had a little mix up here with our scoring. So this, we're going to run an extra lap here, looks like. Tyler Stone's going to take the white flag now. Aaron Sanderson comes across the line. Justin Cox. Kyle Diemer. And for the final time, through 3 and 4, that black number 43J, Tyler Stone's going to come around and win Heat 1 for the Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers cars.
As long as I'm familiar.
69 to Justin Cox takes second. 13D of Kyle Diemer takes third. Aaron Sanderson's going to be in that 4th spot. And then Trace Egbush is going to finish in the 5th and final position for that heat event. Welcome to the track here for heat number 2. On the inside pole position is going to be that blue car, the number 13J of Danielle Bishop. On the outside, in the 3J is going to be Brandon Bishop. There on the inside is going to be the 9JR of Joel Singletary running double duty tonight. He's going to be running our Bombers cars and our Chicago Ford B-Mods. Byron Schillen's going to be on the outside of him. And then in that 5th and final position, all by the lonesome there in that 3rd row, is going to be the number 23J of Lane Walden. As they come through 1 and 2 this time, once they get down to the back and into 3 and 4, we'll go green flag and have 8 more laps here of green flag racing. Here for the Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers, heat number 2. They're going to come through 3 and 4 this time. Danielle Bishop and Brandon Bishop lead the field. Green flags in the air and we're off and away. Brandon Bishop gets loose off of 1 and 2, off of 3 and 4. My bad. Brandon Bishop's going to go into 1 and 2. He's going to take the high side. Can he clear that 13J? Byron showing right behind him. Danielle Bishop falls back to 3rd. Joel Singletary's going to look to the outside of her. Here comes Lane Walden as well. Danielle Bishop in the tractor tire. We stay green for now. Caution is out. Caution is out. And your lineup as it stands right now, your leader, that white Crown Vic, that's number 3J of Brandon Bishop. The B75 of Byron Schoen. He's been putting on a show here for you here at the Grand Ole Lady in these past few weeks. Joel Singletary is going to be on the inside of him. Lane Walden's going to be on the outside of that 3rd row. with Danielle Bishop and the number 13J under him. We're going to come down the back stretch this time into 3 and 4. We're going to have 7 laps to go here for heat number 2 for the Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers cars. Brandon Bishop leads the field.
Tighter. 3J is going to be your leader. 3J is going to be
Flagman's got the flag in hand. Once they come past this orange cone, we'll get in the restart zone.
3J is going to set the pace. They're going to start the race. We are 1 lap down.
Excuse me on that. It seems like we need one more caution lap here. But once they come through 1 and 2 this time, down the back into 3 and 4, we'll get 7 more laps of green flag action here for the Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers cars. And then Bishop, your leader, B75 of Byron showing in that second spot. The 9JR of Joel Singletary in third. The 23J of Lane Walden in fourth. And then the 13J of Danielle Bishop in fifth. 13J calls that last caution after hitting the tractor tire in the middle of 3 and 4. But they're going to come past the orange cone this time. Flagman with flag in hand. 7 laps to go here for the Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers cars. Brandon Bishop takes the lead, followed by that B75 of Byron showing. The 9JR of Joel Singletary, the 23J of Lane Walden, and the 13J of Danielle Bishop. Into 3 and 4 this time. B75 right in the tire tracks to that 3J. As they come off at 3 and 4, 3J gets loose. The B75 closes the gap down the front. Into 1 and 2. He's going to put the bumper to the back of the 3J. This kid's got a heck of a career in front of him. The 3J gets loose in 3 and 4. Up the track he goes. Can he keep it off the wall? He does. Brandon Bishop leads once again. Byron Schoen, Joel Singletary, Lane Walden, Danielle Bishop, and that number 13J is going to come around and take that 5th and final position. 23J looks low. The B75 is going to look low for the lead out of 1 and 2. Into 3 and 4, he's going to look low once again. The 3J gets loose. Up the track goes the 3J. Sideways, he keeps it straight, side by side for the lead. 4 laps to go. The B75 looks low once again on our leader. Danielle Bishop pulls off. Brandon Bishop gets loose once again. New leader, Byron Schoen. B75 takes the bottom. The 3J gets loose in the middle once again. Joel Singletary slides up the track. Can Brandon Bishop keep it straight? Lane Walden back there in 4th. Just 2 laps to go. Byron Schoen's going to come through 3 and 4. He's going to take 1 lap to go. Will Brandon Bishop catch him? He's going to have 1 lap to do it. Byron Schoen comes around to take the white flag presented by Hot Wired Auto Sales. Ripping the top. Can Brandon Bishop get there? The B75 of Byron Schoen for the final time through 3 and 4. The 3J looks slow. He's not going to have enough. Byron Schoen wins heat number 2. Brandon Bishop in 2nd. Joel Singletary in 3rd. And Lane Walden in 4th. Next, we're going to have our Hillbilly Archery Legends cars. We're going to have just 6 cars on the ballot here for tonight's event, so we're only going to run 1 heat race for them. Here they come out to the track. Welcome them out to the track. The number 87 of Jeremy Bateman. He's going to be your pole sitter for heat number 1, followed by that number 83R of Richard Hill. He's going to be in the outside pole. The 08 of Brent Greenwood's going to be in the inside of that second row. The 78 of Jeff Bateman, and then the number 27 of Brandon Campbell. Doesn't look like Justin Larimore is going to start this event. Oh, there he is. He's going to be on the outside of that third row. And then we're going to go green next time by as they come down the front stretch into 3 and 4. Jeremy Bateman and Richard Hill are your leaders. The fender's flapping on that 08. Justin Larimore is going to catch up here. And this is going to be another 8-lap event here for the Hillbilly Archery Legends cars. Flags in the air for Jeremy Bateman and Richard Hill. We're going to restart it back here after the 87 of Jeremy Bateman jumps the start.
Complete restart. Slow down, guys. Slow down.
We're going to do a complete restart.
Keep running off.
We're going to get them lined back up like we want them.
Yep, jumps again, guys.
87 of Jeremy Bateman on the inside pole. The number 83R of Richard Hill on the outside pole. The 08 of Brent Greenwood on the inside of the second row. On the outside of the second row is going to be the number 78 of Jeff Bateman. On the inside of the third row is going to be the 27 of Brandon Campbell. Then on the outside in that white number 3 car is going to be Justin Larimore. We're going to have 8 laps of racing here for the Hillbilly Archery Legends cars. Jeremy Bateman and Richard Hill lead the field. Into 3 and 4 when they come to that orange cone and the tractor tire. That is our restart zone. Green flags in the air and we're away. Jeremy Bateman jumps out to an early lead. Richard Hill there. Brent Greenwood to the outside of him. Or to the inside of him. Contact him, 1 and 2, the 08's around. That's going to bring out our caution flag. Zero 08 of Brent Greenwood is the reason for that last caution as he spun out there after contact with 83R of Richard Hill. Seems like he got loose there on the bottom, slid up the track into the 83R, and it just sent him right around. Again, it's going to be an original restart. So we're going to line them back up like we have the first 2 times. Jeremy Bateman and Richard Hill, your leaders. Jeff Bateman, Brandon Campbell, Justin Larimore, and Brent Greenwood. Like I said, once we get back green flag, we're going to have 8 laps of racing here for heat number 1 here for the Hillbilly Archery Legends cars. After this heat event, we'll have the Monett Rental and Sale Midwest Modifieds. As they come through 3 and 4 this time by, we're going to get the green flag. Jeremy Bateman and Richard Hill come through 3 and 4 into the restart zone. Flagman with flag in hand. Green flags in the air and we're away. 8 more laps of racing. Jeremy Bateman pulls out to a lead. Richard Hill looks on the outside of him. Side by side out of 1 and 2 for the lead. Brent Greenwood gets sideways once again. Can he keep it straight? He does. Richard Hill is your new leader. The 87 gets loose. Can he keep it straight? He does. Richard Hill leads lap 1. Jeremy Bateman in second. Jeff Bateman in third. Brandon Campbell in fourth. Brent Greenwood in fifth. And Justin Larimore in sixth. The 87's going to look low down the back on the number 83R of Richard Hill. He's going to clear him. 83R, major slowing. Looks like he's going to keep the pace up in 3 and 4. Jeremy Bateman leads lap number 2. Richard Hill falls once again to third. He just does not have that straightaway speed. Looks like he may have something wrong here, as he is very slow down the back. Jeremy Bateman's got pressure from Jeff Bateman. 83R to the top of the track. Looks like he may have a flat tire. And that's going to bring out our caution flag. Richard Hill's going to stop here on the front stretch. Not sure exactly what's wrong with his car. We got 3 laps done, and we're going to have 5 laps to go once we get back racing here. Jeff Bateman, your leader. Jeremy Bateman in second. Brandon Campbell in third. Brent Greenwood in fourth. And Justin Larimore in fifth. If Richard Hill can get refired and rejoin us, he'll be in that 6th position.
Stay low on the front stretch.
They're going to hook up that number 83 of Richard Hill and get him pulled off the track here. Looks like he's not going to finish this heat event. And it looks like we're going to go green next time by. Jeff Bateman's your leader. Jeremy Bateman in second. Brandon Campbell in third. Brent Greenwood in fourth. Justin Larimore in fifth. And then Richard Hill's going to finish this event as a DNF in 6th. As they come through 1 and 2, down the back into 3 and 4 to that orange cone, we're going to get the green flag, and we're going to have 5 laps to go. As they come through 3 and 4 this time, Jeff Bateman leads. Jeremy Bateman in second. Brandon Campbell in third. Brent Greenwood in fourth. Justin Larimore in fifth. Side by side in 1 and 2. Yellow flags out. Green flag's back in the air. 5 laps to go. Jeff Bateman leads. Jeremy Bateman in second. Brandon Campbell in third. Brent Greenwood in fourth. Justin Larimore in fifth. Side by side for the lead, the 87 and the 78. 87 gets loose in 1 and 2. Can he keep it straight? He is. He's going to fall back to fourth, though. The 08 and the 27 make contact in the 3 and 4. He's going to come around and take 3 laps to go. Brent Greenwood's around once again along with Brandon Campbell. Jeff Bateman's going to be your leader. The 87 of Jeremy Bateman slow down the front. Looks like he's going to come to a stop. As they come down the backstretch here in a 3 and 4.
Looks like our drivers didn't get the signal. We were going to try and get the lineup sorted out and then go back green. We are still under a caution period.
Hey, 3, you're in front of the 27. 3, you're in front of the 27. We're signaled.
Checkered flag is going to fly on the number 78 there of Jeff Bateman. The 27 of Brandon Campbell, the 3 of Justin Larimore, Jeremy Bateman, and then the 08 of Brent Greenwood. Welcome to the track, your Monett Rolling Cell Midwest Modifieds.
All right, guys, we got 8 laps.
On your inside pole position is going to be the number 6 of Corey Henson. On the outside pole position is going to be the number 11T of James Turnbull. On the inside of that second row is going to be the 292 of Kyle Thompson. On the outside of that second row is going to be the number 21 of Jordan Holloway, which he is actually not on the track. So the 003 of James Lee is going to be on the outside of that second row. And then all by the lonesome there in the third row is going to be the 86J of Corey Johnson. We'll have 8 more laps here of racing here for you at the Monett Motor Speedway. They come down the back into 3 and 4 this time. Corey Henson and James Turnbull are going to take your green flag. Green flag's out in the air. Kyle Thompson to the bottom. From third to first, Mr. Kyle Thompson. Kyle Thompson leads lap 1. James Lee in second. Corey Henson in third. James Turnbull in fourth. And the 86 of Corey Johnson in that 5th position. Oh, Corey Henson's up the track. We stay straight and we stay green. Kyle Thompson leads once again. James Lee. James Turnbull. Corey Johnson in that 86, and then in that 5th and final position is going to be Corey Henson. To the inside of the 292 is going to be the 003. Can he get there? No. We stay single file. The 86 looks to the inside of the 11. The 11 way up high. That's going to allow the 86 to get third. Kyle Thompson leads once again. We're going to have 4 laps to go. Kyle Thompson through 3 and 4. He's going to come around and take 3 laps to go. The 6 is way down past the tires there, but we stay green. Kyle Thompson still your leader. James Lee in second. Corey Johnson in third. James Turnbull in fourth. And Corey Henson in that 5th and final position. 2 laps to go this time by. Kyle Thompson leads. One more time around here for the Monett Sale Midwest Modifieds. Kyle Thompson's your leader. James Lee in second. Corey Johnson in third. James Turnbull in fourth. And the 6 of Corey Henson in 5th. Kyle Thompson through 3 and 4 for the final time. He's going to come around and win heat number 1 here for the Monett Sale Midwest Modifieds. The 6 is slow off of 1 and 2. He's going to pull off. James Lee in second. The 86 in third. And then the 11T of James Turnbull is going to be in that 4th position. The 6 of Corey Henson is going to finish in that 5th and final position. Welcome to the track, your CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks. That's 725 of Eddie Coulter.
We got 8 laps here. Go
The 71 of Carla Lampe.
right. We got to get this here up 1 and 2. Let's be ready to go.
Alrighty, folks, your lineup for this one's going to be the 725 of Eddie Coulter. On the outside is going to be the 71 of Chris Tonoli. On the inside of that second row is going to be the number 7 of Carla Lampe, the 55 of Arthur Stoppel, and then the 14A of Jerry Wimbish, all by the lonesome there in the 3rd row. As they come through down the back this time at a 3 and 4, we're going to get the green flag, and we're going to have 8 more laps of racing here at the Grand Ole Lady. Actually, we're going to make sure that we can get the number 6 here off the track here, and then we'll go green. So we may run another lap or 2. The 725 of Eddie Coulter in that first on the inside pole position. On the outside of him is going to be the number 71 of Chris Tonoli. On the inside of that second row is going to be the number 7 of Carla Lampe. On the outside of her is going to be the number 55 of Arthur Stoppel. Then all by the lonesome again in the 3rd row is going to be the 14A of Mr. Jerry Wimbish. Folks, we're going to have 8 laps of green flag racing here for the heat race for the CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks. We got 2 heat races here for them tonight. They're going to come through 3 and 4 to the orange cone. And then we're going to go green flag. Green flag's out in the air, and we're off and away. And Carla Lampe in the 1 and 2 side by side. Who's going to get there? Chris Tonoli clears her off of 1 and 2. Carla Lampe's going to look low. Tonoli to the high side, Lampe to the inside. Who's going to lead lap 1? Chris Tonoli takes lap 1. Eddie agriculture. Arthur Stoppel on the 14A of Jerry Wimbish. The 7's going to look to the inside again down the back. Can she clear him into 3 and 4? Looks like she might have a shot. Looks like we're going to be side by side down the front. Who's going to lead lap number 2? Carla Lampe's barely going to lead that lap. 71 side by side down the back into 3 and 4. Can Carla Lampe clear him? Kristen Oley shoots to the high side there in 3 and 4. Lampe to the inside. As they come around to complete lap 3, Carla Lampe is going to clear Kristen Oley into 1 and 2. Can he get back there? Contact between the 7 and the 71. To the inside goes the 71. He's going to push the quarter panel at number 7. Into 3 and 4 once again to come around and take 4 laps to go. Kristen Oley slides up for that second spot behind Carla Lampe. He's going to look low once again. Lampe gets loose off the corner. So does Tenoli. Tenoli slides high. Lampe is going to gap him into 3 and 4. He's going to close the gap right back up into 3 and 4. Maybe he gets loose down there on the bottom. The 725 in second. Arthur Stoppel in third. Jerry Wimbish in fourth. Or excuse me, the 725 is in third, the 55 in fourth, and the 14A of Jerry Wimbish in fifth. The 71 looks high once again in the 3 and 4. We're going to come around and take 2 laps to go here for the CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks heat number 1. Tenoli's going to close the gap out of 1 and 2. He's there. We've got 2 laps to go. We got a race to the finish here for the heat race. Will Jerry Wimbish play a factor? Looks like he's gonna. We're going to come around and take the CKR Fabrication Pure Stock white flag. The 71 to the high side. No, he's going to look low off of 1 and 2. Can he get there? He's got one more set of corners to do so. The 71 down the back into 3 and 4. The 55 is going to play a factor in this one. Oh, Lampe gets stopped up there. That's going to allow Tenoli to come to the line. Who's going to get there? Lampe wins heat number 1. Chris Tenoli in second. The 725 is going to take third. The 55 in fourth. And the 14A of Jerry Wimbish takes that fifth and final position. Carla Lampe wins heat number 1 here for the CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks. Folks, we got a show setting up for us tonight here for the feature event. The ones to watch for the CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks, of course, are going to be your 1 and 2 finishers here, Carla Lampe and Chris Tenoli, and then, of course, as well, Mr. Jeremy Jones. He's been the class in the field for the CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks all season long. Will he have anything to say about that 7 and 71? Well, we'll find out after intermission. But welcome to the track for heat number 2. The 133 of Jason Richardson is going to be the inside pole. 64 Brandon Sanders on the outside. The 5S of Charlie Sloan on the inside of the second row, and then the 69 of Dylan Bowman on the outside of the second row. And it actually looks like that 50J of Jeremy Jones did not pull up to this event. Brandon Sanders also will not start this event. So, your new lineup. We're going to have 3 cars, 8 laps. The 133 of Jason Richardson on the inside pole. The 69 of Dylan Bowman on the outside. The 5S of Charlie Sloan all by the lonesome in the second and final row. We're going to come down the back into 3 and 4 this time. We're going to get the green flag, and we're going to have 8 laps of racing here for heat number 2 for CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks. Through 3 and 4 this time. The 133 and the 69 lead. Bowman jumps out to an early lead. Bowman rips it through 1 and 2. He's going to pull away from the 133. 133 gets loose off of 1 and 2. He keeps it straight. Dylan Bowman's going to take lap 1, followed by Jason Richardson, and then Charlie Sloan. Bowman running the middle. Oh, the 133's loose again, sideways off the exit. He keeps it straight, and we stay green. Dylan Bowman takes lap 2 as well. After this heat event, we're going to have the Sikoxy Ford B mods. They're going to run 2 heat races as well. Charlie Sloan in that 3rd spot. Dylan Bowman in 1st. Jason Richardson in 2nd in that 133 green Camaro. Bowman still leads. He's gonna come around this time and take 3 laps to go. Bowman takes 3 to go, followed by Richardson. And then Sloan. Bowman runs the high side out on 1 and 2. Down the back into 3 and 4. Richardson behind him. Does the 133 have anything to say about this 69? Bowman's going to take 2 to go. Bowman runs the bottom that time in a 1 and 2. 133 gets loose once again in the cushion. Dylan Bowman's going to come around and take the CKR Fabrication white flag. 1 lap to go. In a 1 and 2 for the final time. Dylan Bowman, Jason Richardson, and Charlie Sloan's going to come across the stripe. Down the back into 3 and 4. Dylan Bowman. For the final time through 3 and 4. Give it up for your Heat 2 winner of your CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks, Mr. Dylan Bowman. Jason Richardson in 2nd. The 5 of Charlie Sloan in 3rd. Dylan Bowman wins heat number 2 for the CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks. Now we're going to get our Sikoxy Ford B mods out to the track. Alrighty, folks, welcome to the track, your Sikoxy Ford B mods. On the inside pole position is going to be the number 5 of Blake Schrader. On the outside pole is going to be the 11T of James Turnbull. On the inside of the second row is going to be the number 25 of Eli Muhlenberg. On the outside is going to be the X2M of Cole Murphy. Then in the third row, all by his lonesome, the 04 of Mr. Peyton Piddleton. They're going to come through 1 and 2 this time, down the back into 3 and 4 once they get to that orange cone and the tractor tire. That's our restart zone for the night, and we're going to get the green flag. We're going to have 8 more laps of racing here for the Sikoxy Ford B mods, heat number 1. Blake Schrader and James Turnbull lead it. Green flags in the air, Muhlenberg to the inside. We're going to be 3 wide in a 1 and 2. James Turnbull takes the lead. The X2M goes way up high the track. Muhlenberg takes 2nd. Schrader back to 3rd. Here comes Murphy for 3rd. Muhlenberg to the inside for the lead. Who's going to lead lap 1? Turnbull takes lap 1. Muhlenberg in 2nd. Schrader in 3rd. Murphy in 4th. Piddleton in 5th. Murphy looks to the inside of Schrader for that 3rd spot. Peyton Piddleton spins out in 1 and 2. Mr. Peyton Piddleton took a spin there in 1 and 2. So we're going to get Delaware double file here again. We're going to rack them up. Your leader is going to be that 11T of James Turnbull. The second spot's going to belong to the number 25 of Mr. Eli Muhlenberg. On the outside of that second row, in the third spot's going to be the 5 of Blake Schrader. Then the X2M of Cole Murphy in the fourth. That fifth and final spot's going to be the 04 of Peyton Piddleton. James Turnbull's your leader as they come through 1 and 2 this time. Down the back and into 3 and 4. We're going to have 7 more laps of racing here. We're going to get back green flag. Again, Turnbull in first, Muhlenberg in second, Schrader in third, Murphy in fourth, and then Piddleton in fifth. As they come through 1 and 2 this time to the restart zone. Murphy looks to jump, but he doesn't quite do it. Green flag's out in the air. Since the X2M of Cole Murphy jumped to start, we're going to try it one more time here in 3 and 4. Green flag's in the air and we're away. Turnbull takes the lead. Muhlenberg in second. Murphy takes third, Schrader in fourth, Piddleton in fifth. Turnbull's going to rip the high side, but he's going to have company from the 25. Turnbull leads that lap. Muhlenberg to the high side there. X2M. Cole Murphy looks to the inside of the number 25. To the inside for the lead. Muhlenberg can't quite get there. We got 3 cars under a blanket for the lead. There's contact between first and second. Murphy takes second. Can he catch the 11T? Turnbull leads once again. We got 4 laps to go here for Chicago 4B Mod heat number 1. Murphy's going to look to the inside of that number 11. Three cars under a blanket for the lead. Just 3 laps to go. Muhlenberg falls back, but we still got a great battle here between Murphy and Turnbull. Can the X2M have anything to say about this number 11 at Turnbull? He's going to look low once again. We're going to come around this time and take just 2 laps to go. Turnbull, Murphy, Muhlenberg, Schrader, and Piddleton. That's how they stand. They're going to come through 1 and 2 this time. Does Murphy have a shot at that 11? Muhlenberg looks like he may have a shot for second, maybe not. The 2 looks low for the final time. 1 lap to go. Set by Sir Coxey Ford. The X2M is going to look to the high side. He's going to close the gap down the back. He's got 1 more set of corners to get there. The 11T and the X2M through 3 and 4 for the final time. Murphy, they're side by side. Turnbull takes the win. Turnbull wins it. Murphy in second, Muhlenberg in third, Schrader in fourth, and the 04 of Mr. Peyton Piddleton is going to take home that 5th and final spot for the Sir Coxey 4B Mod heat number 1. Welcome to the track, your heat number 2 cars for the Scoxy 4B mods. Jackie Dalton's going to be your pole sitter. He's actually there right now in the last spot, but he is your pole sitter. On the outside of him is going to be the number 32 of Kelly Hicks. On the inside of that second and final row is going to be the 9JR of Mr. Joel Singletary, running double duty tonight. And then the 43 of Jamie Petty is going to be in that fourth and final spot. Green flags in the air. Kelly Hicks takes the lead. Joel Singletary, Jackie Dalton, and Jamie Petty. Joel Singletary to the high side. Jackie Dalton up to second. To the high side is going to be the number 21 of Jackie Dalton, ripping the top. Mr. Jackie Dalton himself from fourth to first on the first lap. Kelly Hicks in second. Joel Singletary almost goes around, but he keeps it straight. Jamie Petty. Jackie Dalton comes around to lead once again. Lineup stays the same. Kelly Hicks in second, Joel Singletary in third, Jamie Petty in fourth. Jackie Dalton leads once again. We got 3 laps to go. Hicks in second, Joel Singletary in third, Jamie Petty in fourth. Dalton rips the high side one more time. He's going to come around and take 2 to go. Mr. Jackie Dalton, he's been the class of the B-Mod field here at the Grand Old Lady all year long. Can he keep it up tonight in the feature event? We'll have to find out. But he's going to come through 3 and 4 this time and take their Scoxy forward, white flag, which means 1 lap to go. Kelly Hicks in second, Joel Singletary in third, Jamie Petty in fourth. We got another communication issue with our flagman here. Jackie Dalton is going to take the 1 lap to go, according to him. Kelly Hicks in second, Joel Singletary in third. For the final time, through 3 and 4, Mr. Jackie Dalton's going to win heat number 2. And that's going to conclude our heat races here. Don't forget to run down to the concession stand and grab some hot food and a cold drink. Alrighty, folks, intermission is now over. We're getting our Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers cars staged for their feature event. Again, it's going to be a 15-lap feature event, a shootout to the finish. Folks, we got 11 cars on hand for tonight's Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers feature event. It's going to be a good one. Byron showing in that B75. He's going to be your pole sitter. He's been putting on a show for us here these last few weeks. Him and Darrell Reddick just about 3 weeks ago had a close finish on the last lap. He cleared him out of 4. Last week, he sends it down into turn 4 under the 43J of Tyler Stone. Could not quite get there. Can he do it again this week? We'll have to see. Again, we're going to have 11 cars and 15 laps, folks. We still got an action-packed night ahead. After the Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers feature event, we're going to go to the Monett Rental and Sell Midwest Modifieds, Hillbilly Archery Legends cars, CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks, and then for our last and final feature event, we're going to have the Scoxy Ford B-Mods. Again, kids, don't forget at the end of each feature event tonight, run down to the flag stand, but please stay off the catch fence. As the winning driver will be handing out a signed checkered flag. Also, be down there for your chance to take a picture with the winning car and the winning driver. Again, folks, just a friendly reminder, if drinking and driving don't mix, make sure your pit crew has a designated driver. We want you to drive sober, slow down, buckle up, and please put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, working towards zero highway fatalities. Save Mo Lives. Visit SaveMoLives.com. Again, we've got the cars staged out there, and we're just getting ready to get them out here on the track, and we'll start this 15-lap feature event here with the Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers. We thank you all for coming out to the Grand Old Lady tonight, folks. We got one heck of a show coming up here for you shortly. Welcome out the Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers cars. 11 cars, 15 laps. Let's get it underway. On that inside pole position is going to be the closer himself, that B75 of Mr. Byron Showing. On the outside of him should be that 43J of Tyler Stone. All right, I had a little change up here in the lineup. On the outside of the closer, the B75 of Byron Showing is going to be the 69 of Justin Cox. On the inside of the second row is going to be the 43J of Tyler Stone. The 3J of Brandon Bishop on the outside of him. The 13D of Kyle Diemer on the inside of the third. Joel Singletary outside. Lane Walden on the inside. Trace Huckbush on the outside. Aaron Sanderson's going to be on that inside. Danielle Bishop on the outside of her. Van Babb all by the lonesome. Folks, they're going to come through 3 and 4 this time. 11 cars, 15 laps here for the Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers feature event. Who's going to win it? We're about to find out in 15 laps. Byron Showing, Justin Cox lead the field. Green flags in the air and we're away. Showing takes an early lead. Stone to second. Bishop looks low for third. Singletary looks to the outside of that 13D of Diemer. Here comes Stone for the lead to the inside of the B75. Who's going to lead lap 1? Showing by hair. Byron Showing still leads the 43J to the inside there. 3 cars under a blanket for the lead spot. We got a battle going on here tonight. 43J to the inside once again. Who's going to lead lap 2? We're going to be side by side down the front. Showing leads once again. Stone falls back to second. Bishop's there. Singletary, Cox, Diemer, Walden, Hakebush, Bishop again. Van Babb and Aaron Sanderson round out the field, side by side down the front for the lead. The B75 and the 43J. The 43J gets loose in the 1 and 2. That's going to allow the closer himself, Showing, to clearing. Aaron Sanderson, lap traffic here on the bottom. Is she going to hold him up? No, she's not. Singletary's off the track at 3 and 4. We stay green for the moment. And we're going to keep it green as Singletary slides off the track. He's got a flat right front tire. Looks like he's going to pull off. Looks like that might be it for Mr. Joel Singletary. Showing to the high side. Stone to the bottom, in the middle. Bishop's there as well. We got 3 cars under a blanket for the lead spot. We got just 10 laps to go. Singletary pulls off. Looks like we may have a 3-way finish setting up here tonight. Showing's pulling away. Bishop has been so close in these last few races. He's had so many problems though. Can he keep it straight tonight and maybe go from 3rd to 1st and get that win, that elusive win he's been looking for? Stone to the inside of the B75. Bishop falls back just a hair. B75 pulls away down the back. Bishop gets loose off of 2 and the yellow flag is out. Caution's out. Debris on the track is going to be the reason for this caution. Not exactly sure what's going on here. We got communication issues with the flag man. Byron Showing still leads it. He goes around the 64 via Van Babb to lap him. Can Tyler Stone and Brandon Bishop catch up to him? We got 8 laps to go. Caution's out. 69 spins out 1 and 2. We're going to re-rack them. Our top 3, Byron Showing, Tyler Stone, and Brandon Bishop. We're going to re-rack them. We've seen how close they were before the miscue. How is this finish going to set up? We're going to go green with just 8 laps to go. How's this one going to play out? Up as it stands right now. Byron Showing's your leader. Tyler Stone in 2nd. Brandon Bishop in 3rd. Kyle Diemer in 4th. Lane Walden in 5th.
Get single file for me and I'll get you guys doubled up here.
When we go back green flag, we're going to have 8 laps to go. Will we have a close finish between our top 3? How is this one going to play out tonight? Folks, we got a finish for the ages setting up here between Byron Showing, the closer, the 43J of Mr. Tyler Stone, and then Mr. Heartbreak himself, the 3J of Brandon Bishop. Can he get that elusive win? They're going to get them re-racked here, and we're going to go back green flag.
Down flag, 7 laps down. It's up.
Lights are out. We're going to come through 3 and 4, down to the restart zone where the cone is, and we're going to get back racing. Green flags away and showing leads. The 43J is going to look to the inside of that number B75. Brandon Bishop's there as well. B75 of Byron Schoen's going to clear him down the back. Maybe not. We got a side-by-side battle for first. Into 3 and 4. To come around, it takes 7 laps to go. Stone gets loose on the inside, but he stays right there with him. Who's going to lead it? Schoen leads that lap. Bishop's going to give a push to the B75. The 43J gets loose in 1 and 2. Byron Schoen clears him down the back. In the 3 and 4, can he keep the lead? Here comes Mr. Tyler Stone. Schoen leads once again. We got 6 to go. Schoen to the high side. Stone's right there with him along with Brandon Bishop. Bishop's going to look high for that second spot. This is exactly what the B75 wants. Aaron Sanderson slow down the front. Will she cause problems for our leader? We got just 5 to go. 5 laps to go. Showing to the high side, Stone in the tire tracks. Bishop way up high. 4 cars for the lead now as Lane Walden's there as well. Schoen comes out of 3 and 4 to take 4 to go. Tyler Stone's right there. Will he catch him in 4 laps? Schoen to the high side once again. Stone is still there, ever so slightly. Schoen's going to come around this time and take 3 to go. The B75 takes 3 to go. Stone loses the gap just a little bit. Brandon Bishop slow once again down the front. The heartbreak continues. Walden takes 3rd. Showing to the high side. Stone's there. We got just 2 to go. To the low. The 43J looks low. He's there with the B75. Will Aaron Sanderson cause any problems? The B75 pulls away down the back. He's going to have just 4 more sets of corners to do it. But Schoen's going to come around this time and take the white flag. He gets hooked up behind Sanderson. 1 lap to go, presented by Hot Wired Auto Sales. Will Stone get there? B75 leads it down the back. Down the back into 3 and 4 for the final time. Mr. Byron Schoen, he's clear by head and foot. To the stripe. Byron Schoen wins it. Stone in 2nd, Walden in 3rd. Bishop looks like he's going to come in 4th. Danielle Bishop's going to come in 5th. Deemtroth in 6th. But let us hear it for Mr. Byron Schoen. Your Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers feature event winner for the 2nd time. This young man's got a career ahead of him. 3 weeks in a row, he's produced a close finish. Again, kids, we ask that you stay off the catch fence, but be waiting for him to give out that signed checkered flag. As he gets the helmet off and climbs from the car, let him hear it. The closer, Mr. Byron Schoen. What a race car driver this kid is here. Seems like every week he's up there for the win. He's won 2 out of the last 3 Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers feature event. And we still got a pretty good bit of season ahead of us. How many more wins is this kid going to rack up? It's his custom-made trophy from MacMade. He's going to sign that checkered flag. Kids, be ready. Just pick one out of the crowd. They're all going to get up there for some pictures. What a performance this kid has put on these last 3 weeks. After we get the track clear, we're going to get a Hillbilly Archery Legends cars out here to run their feature event. All the images have been taken by Optimum Images tonight. They'll be posted on Facebook sometime this week. Give it up one more time for Mr. Byron Showing. That kid is one heck of a race car driver. Next, we're going to get our Hillbilly Archery Legends cars out here on the track to run their 15-lap feature event. We got 6 cars on hand tonight for that event. It's going to be 15 laps here. These Legends cars are always fun to watch. Let's see what kind of show they put on tonight. Is it going to be anything like what we've just seen in the Hot Wired Auto Sales Bombers cars? Mr. Byron Showing, the closer, is going to pull off the track here. Welcome to the track, your Hillbilly Archery Legends cars. Your pole sitter is going to be that number 78 of Mr. Jeff Bateman. On the outside of him is going to be Jeremy Bateman. Excuse me. On the inside of the second row is going to be that green number 27 of Brandon Campbell. On the outside of him is going to be the number 3 of Justin Larimore. On the inside of that second row is going to be the 08 of Brent Greenwood. And then on the outside of him is going to be that 83R of Richard Hill. We got 6 cars, 15 laps. We should get green here shortly. They come through 1 and 2 this time by. As they come through 1 and 2 and down the back into 3 and 4, these 6 cars are going to start their 15-lap feature event. These Legends cars, they may be small, but they are mighty. Who's going to win this one? Jeff Bateman, Jeremy Bateman are going to lead the field to green. They're going to come through 3 and 4 to the cone there, to our restart zone. And we're going to get the green flag for 15 laps of racing. Here come the Batemans on the front row into 3 and 4 this time. Let's hear it for them as they come to take the green flag. Green flag's away and we're racing. Jeff Bateman jumps out to an early lead. Jeremy's going to take the high side there. It's the Bateman and Bateman show up front. The 87 looks high on the 78 there. Greenwood takes the 3rd spot. Jeremy Bateman to the high side there in 3 and 4. Can he get around the 78? Jeff Bateman leads that one. Jeremy Bateman to the high side again in 1 and 2. Can he clear him down the back? Way up high, he's loose. That's going to give the lead to the 78. 08 gets loose on the bottom as well. 83 takes over for the 4th spot. Once again to the high side, the 87. Can he catch that 78? Oh, and the 83R's around in 3 and 4. That's going to bring out the caution flag. We're going to have 13 laps to go once we get back green flag. We're going to have 13 laps to go here. It's the Bateman and Bateman show still up front. Greenwood on the inside, Campbell to the outside. Hill's going to be at the tail end of the field.
Lights down. Good to go. Good to go. Lights out.
When they come through 3 and 4 this time, down by the cone, the Batemans are going to lead the field back to green. 13 laps of racing here for the Hillbilly Archery Legends cars. Looks like we have one of the cars jump the start. Green flag's back in the air and we're away. 13 laps to go here for the Hillbilly Archery Legends. Cars didn't fire off and we're back under yellow once again. We're going to try and get Brandon Campbell off the track here, and we'll get back green flag. Richard Hill's already pulled off the track. And then, of course, once we get this 27 off the track, we'll go back green flag. We'll have 13 laps to go once again. We're going to try it one more time. It's still the Bateman and Bateman show up front. We're going to get back green flag, and we're going to have 13 more laps of green flag action. Jeff Bateman on the inside, Jeremy Bateman behind him, Brent Greenwood in third, and Justin Larimore in fourth. They're going to come through 3 and 4 this time. Get the green flag from the flag man. And we're going to have 13 laps of green flag racing here for the Hillbilly Archery's Legends Cars feature event. Flagman woes them with a flag. We're going to have 1 to go till green. Lights are off. They're going to come through 3 and 4 this time. Flagman with a flag in hand. Bateman and Bateman show up front. Green flag's out and we're away. 13 laps of racing. Jeff Bateman jumps out to an early lead. Will we stay green? We do so far. '87 in the 0-8. Oh, 87 way up the track. He keeps it straight and we stay green. Jeff Bateman leads that one. Jeremy Bateman in second. Brent Greenwood in third and Justin Larimore in fourth. The 87 gets loose once again. That's going to allow the 0-8 to Brent Greenwood to capitalize. Jeff Bateman is pulling away. The 87 gets loose once again off of 4. .08 gets loose in 1 and 2. Can they catch that 78? We got 10 to go this time by. Brent Greenwood in second. Jeremy Bateman in third, and Justin Larimore bringing up the rear. Can they catch the 78? Evan sends it deep into 3 and 4 for the second spot. The 87's there once again. Can he get there to the outside? Looks like they're closing the gap on that 78 of Mr. Jeff Bateman. Do we have a finish setting up here once again? Is it going to be the night of finishes here at the Grand Old Lady? We're going to find out here in about 8 laps as he come around to take 8 to go. For the second spot, we got a heated battle going on. That's what the 78 wants to see in the rear view. 87 to the high side. Can he stay side by side? Maybe. He's going to get there, but he gets the 0-8 brake checks him. Into 3 and 4. He sends it way deep into the middle of the corner. I don't know when he lifted or if he did. 87 way loose. That's going to allow the 0-8 to get a little bit of a gap over him. But the 78 is seeing that purple and white car get ever so closer. Jeff Bateman's going to come around this time by and take 7 laps to go. Bateman leads. Greenwood in second. Bateman again in third. Larimore in fourth. We got just 6 laps to go. Jeff Bateman's going to come around this time and take 5 to go. Does Brent Greenwood have anything to say about him? We're going to find out here in just 5 laps. Can he catch him is a big story. I don't know if he can. He got loose in 1 and 2. Bateman pulls away down the back into 3 and 4. Out of 4, come around and take 4 to go. Bateman still leads. Greenwood in second, Jeremy Bateman in third. And of course, Justin Larimore is still in fourth. Looks like the battle for seconds heating up once again. The 87 gets loose off of 2. But the 78 of Jeff Bateman's going to come around this time. He's going to take just 3 to go. Will the 3 of Justin Larimore play a factor in this one? He's going to come around this time. 3 laps to go for Jeff Bateman. Jeff Bateman's going to come around the 3. Is he going to hold him up? Will that allow Brent Greenwood to get there? No. But Brent Greenwood, he's going to have 4 more sets of corners after turn 4. Will he get there? They're going to come around this time and take the Hillbilly Archery. 1 lap to go. Bateman leads. Greenwood in second, Jeremy Bateman in third, Larimore in fourth. But Greenwood closes the gap ever so slightly in 1 and 2. How deep will he send it into 3 and 4? I don't know if he's got a chance. But for the final time, that white and blue number 78 of Mr. Jeff Bateman, he's going to come through 3 and 4. He's going to take the checkered flag. Jeff Bateman wins your feature event for the Hillbilly Archery Legends cars. Greenwood in second, Jeremy Bateman in third, Larimore in fourth. Kids, don't forget to run down the flag stand, but we ask that you do please stay off the catch fence. Here comes your Hillbilly Archery Legends Cars feature event winner, Mr. Jeff Bateman in that blue number 78. And here comes Miss Sarah to take our victory lane photos for Optimum Images. Gives a little pageant wave. As he climbs from the car, let him hear it, Mr. Jeff Bateman. Complete and utter domination of the Hillbilly Archery Legends Cars feature event tonight for Mr. Jeff Bateman. Again, our trophies were custom made tonight by Mac Made. They're going to take the victory lane banner down. Kids rush down in the front stretch. Oh, and lucky winner he is. Gets the checkered flag. Let's hear it one more time for Mr. Jeff Bateman. Also, kids, don't forget, if you have any of those coloring pages that we put out on Facebook about 2 weeks ago, don't forget to turn those into the concession stand for a free popsicle and then a chance to win as well. We'll have a fan vote this week on Facebook.
Give it up one more time for your Hillbilly Archery Feature Event winner, Mr. Jeff Bateman.
Welcome to the track, your Monett Rental and Sale Midwest Modified. Your pole sitter in that 292, Mr. Kyle Thompson. His outside pole sitter is going to be that 003 of Mr. James Lee. On the inside of that second row is going to be the 86J of Corey Johnson. On the outside of that second row is going to be the number 11T of James Turnbull. On the inside of the third row is going to be the number 6 of Corey Henson. On the outside of that third row is going to be the number 21 of Jordan Holloway. He won last time he was out here in the mid-mods. Can he do it once again? We're going to find out. Come through 3 and 4 this time. 6 cars, 15 laps. We're going to get this feature event underway. Green flag's near and we're racing. 4 wide, maybe not. Slow for second. Holloway back there fighting for his life. Kyle Thompson leads that one. Holloway to the inside of Turnbull. He's going to take the 4th spot. Here he comes underneath Corey Johnson. Holloway looks like he may, or excuse me, Thompson looks like he may have some company from Mr. Jordan Holloway tonight. If he can get through the pack. Kyle Thompson pulls away down the back for Mr. James Lee. Holloway still trying to get around that number 86. 86 looks low for second underneath the 003. Holloway still hanging back there. Thompson leads once again. Here we come down the back. Contact between the 3rd and 4th place position. As they come down the front stretch this time, battle for second. We stay single file. Thompson leads once again. Into 1 and 2. The 21's under the 86. Holloway to 3rd. Into 3 and 4. Candy clearing. Holloway is going to clear Mr. Corey Johnson. Holloway now working on that 003. He's got 10 laps to catch the 292 of Mr. Kyle Thompson. Here comes Mr. Jordan Holloway to second. Holloway takes the 2nd spot. Now he's got his eyes set on that 292. The yellow flag's out. Caution's out for Turnbull on the backstretch. 292 of Kyle Thompson. He's going to be your leader.
21, pick your lane, make it obvious. Let's get
Jordan Holloway's going to be in that second spot. He's going to take the low side. He's going to catfish it tonight. Then on the outside lane of him is going to be the 003 of Mr. James Lee. Then in that fourth and final spot is going to be the 86J of Corey Johnson. Turnbell's back there as well. Will he continue racing?
laps down. All right, flag will be on you. We're going to go next time by. We go lights out. 6 laps down.
Looks like Turnbell is going to continue racing that number 11T. He's going to take the inside of the third row. We're going to have 9 laps to go when we get back. Green flag here again. Whoa, the 11 is way out of shape at 1 and 2. But it looks like he's going to continue in the race. Kyle Thompson, your leader. He's going to have company from the 21 of Mr. Jordan Holloway. How's this one going to shape out? Can Mr. Kyle Thompson pull away, or is it going to be a battle between Kyle Thompson and Jordan Holloway? We're going to have 9 laps to decide the finish of this one. Here in the Monett Real and Sale Midwest Modifieds. Green flags in the air, and we got 9 laps of racing left. Holloway to the inside. Thompson still leads. Lead a third. Side by side, down the back for the lead, the 21 and the 292. Holloway on point. Never mind, side by side, Thompson still reclaims the lead. We're going to have 8 laps to go. Holloway looks to the inside of the 292. We got a battle here. 292 pulls away ever so slightly into 3 and 4. The 21's right in his tire tracks. All he sees is the blue and white stripes in his mirror. The 21 of Holloway falls back. 7 laps to go. Can he still get there to Mr. Kyle Thompson? Thompson pulls away down the backstretch. Does Holloway have anything to say? The 21 to the inside. Here we go. 6 to go. Thompson, Holloway, Lee, Johnson, and Turnbell. Kyle Thompson's going to come through 3 and 4 this time. He's going to take 5 laps to go. The 21 is looking to the inside of him. Thompson still leads with 5 to go. Holloway's right there, though. Can he catch him? Kyle Thompson still leads. We're going to come around to 4 to go, but we're side by side for the lead in 3 and 4. 3 laps to go. Thompson and Holloway, they're going to battle it out for the win. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be the 292 or is it going to be the 21? We've got 3 laps to decide this one. 21 looks low into 3 and 4. Holloway is there and Thompson knows it. We got just 2 to go, and the 21 and Jordan Holloway's there. He's got 3 more sets of corners to catch him. Will he do it? We're going to come around to 1 to go. We're going to be side by side down the front. He clears him, the 292. For the final time in 1 and 2, can Holloway get there? He's going to look high. He's got 1 more set of corners to do it. We got to finish setting up for the ages. This is what you paid and stayed for. Holloway to the inside of Thompson. He gets loose. Kyle Thompson's your winner. Holloway to second. Lee to third. Johnson in 4th. And Turnbell in 5th. Holloway almost had him. But again, it's the Thompson show for the win. Mr. Kyle Thompson takes it home. What a 9-lap shootout we had out there between that 21 and Mr. Jordan Holloway and the torch, the 292. Your points leader, Mr. Kyle Thompson.
After this, we got another show coming up here for you here. I don't know if you remember the heat race in the CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks, but Lampe and Tonoli, we're going to get a rematch of it here, except this time it's going to be 15 laps. But give it up right now for Mr. Kyle Thompson. As he gets the family to the front of the car for pictures, let Mr. Kyle Thompson hear it one more time. Your Monett Reel and Sale Midwest Modified Feature Event winner, Kyle Thompson. He's going to sign that checkered flag and give it to one of the lucky kids down there at the flag stand. Kids, be ready. Here he comes. As they wrap up their photos, let him hear it one more time. Your Monett Reel and Sale Midwest Modified Feature Event winner, Mr. Kyle Thompson. Now, we got a show here for you now. The CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks are about to make their way out on the track. welcome them to the track. Let them hear it for your CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks. For this feature event tonight, we got 9 cars on hand, 15 laps. How's this one going to play out? We already seen in the heat race, the 7 and the 71 do get out all the way to the line. But how? Looks like Dylan Bowman is not going to participate in this event. We're going to go green this time by Jason Richardson on the inside pole, Carla Lampe on the outside, Eddie Cutler on the inside, Chris Tonoli on the outside of that second row. Arthur Stoppel on the inside of the third. Charlie Scholl on the outside of the third. Bruce Reese is going to, or Brandon Sanders is going to be on the inside of that fourth row. And then Jerry Wimbish is going to be in that ninth and last position. They're going to come through the 3 and 4 this time into the restart. Green flag's near and we're away. Lampe jumps out to an early lead. Tonoli right behind her. Richardson stays right there with him. Lampe is going to lead lap 1. Tonoli not far behind. With heavy damage to the right front. But we stay green, and Lampe and Tonoli are pulling away from the field. Charlie Scholl stopped in the middle of 1 and 2. He's got a flat left front. We're going to have 13 laps to go when we get green flag back. Folks, it is going to be the night of finishes here at the Grand Ole Lady. Don't go anywhere. We've got a show here for you. We've got 13 laps and 9 cars. They're going to put on a grand old show here at the Grand Ole Lady. Lampe and Tonoli, 1 and 2. Richardson in 3rd. Sanders in 4th. Coulter in 5th. Stoppel in 6th. Wimbish in 7th. And then if we can get Charlie back on here, we'll have 8 cars actually. It's questionable if that 5 is going to be able to return back to racing. But when we do get back green flag, we will have just 13 laps to go here in this CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks feature event. As they come through 1 and 2 this time, excuse me. Lights are going to go out. Lampe and Tonoli lead the field. We've seen what happened in the heat race. Can it be a repeat? They're going to come through 3 and 4 this time. Flagman decided we needed an extra caution lap. they come through 3 and 4. This time, we should hopefully get the green flag. We get the green flag. Are we going to stay green? The 7 and the 71 pull away down the front. They leave the field in the dust. Lampe and Tonoli, it's their show tonight. We're going to come around to complete this lap, and that's going to leave us with 12 laps to go. Tonoli to the high side. Lampe leads once again. Lampe takes the lead once again. Carla Lampe leads into 3 and 4. She's going to come around this time and take just 10 to go. Tonoli's going to look to the middle of the track. Richardson behind him in third. Brandon Sanders is looking for that third spot. Lampe leads once again. Tonoli still back there. Just 9 laps to go here for the CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks. Lampe leads. Tonoli still there. Richardson and Sanders, I got a battle going on for third. Wimbish in that last position there, which actually is an old drag car he's racing. The 71 looks way high. '71 to the outside again. He's closing the gap on Lampe. Lampe lost it in the heartbreak of a finish last week to Smoke Metcalf in the last turn. Is it going to be the same result, or can she bring it home tonight? Tonoli looks low. Wimbish stays up high. We've got him under a blanket for the lead. They're going to come around to 6 laps to go. Tonoli looks high. Richardson in third, still along by Sanders. Coulter in fifth. Stoppel in sixth. 5 to go for Carla Lampe and Chris Tonoli. Will Arthur Stoppel play a factor in this one? Chris Tonoli sure hopes so, but he's going to stay high and they're going to go below him. Tonoli is there. One wrong move by that 7 car and it's all over. Caution's out. Debris on the backstretch is reason for the caution. We're going to re-rack him. We're going to re-rack this number 7 in the 71. When we go back racing, we're going to have 5 laps to go for this CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks feature event. Lampe leads. Tonoli in second. Richardson in third on the high side there. Coulter in fourth. Sanders in fifth. Stoppel in sixth. And then the 14A of Jerry Wimbish and that old drag cars in sixth. Or excuse me, seventh. As I come through 3 and 4 this time, looks like we're going to get the green flag. Green flag's off and we're away. 5 laps to go for the CKR Fabrication Pure Stocks feature event. Will Tonoli catch Lampe? We're going to find out here. Tonoli gets a run through the middle of the corner. Can he keep it up into 3 and 4? Into 3 and 4, he rides a high side. Lampy goes low. Distance stays the same. Diamonds the corner to the bottom, goes Tonoli to the high side now. Can he catch that 7 to Lampy? We got just 4 laps to go here. The 133 pulls off. .133 is going to exit the track, but we got a battle for the lead. 3 to go. Tonoli's there. Tonoli to the high side. Can't quite get there. Richardson's not going to finish this event, but we're going to come around to 2 to go. The 7 and the 71, they're going to put on a show for us tonight. We're going to have a grand old finish at the Grand Old Lady. They're side by side at 1 and 2. The 71 gets loose. They're going to come down the back into the 3 and 4. They're going to take the CKR Fabrication white flag, which that signals just one more time around the Grand Old Lady. Lampy leads, but Tonoli's there. He's got 2 sets of corners to do it. Can he do it? The 71 looks high. He's going to have the shot into 3 and 4. How is this one going to play out tonight? Tonoli to the high side for the final time. Side by side down the front. Lampy wins it. In a thriller of a finish. Lampy and Tonoli. Sanders in 3rd. Coulter in 5th or 4th. Stoppel in 6th, and then Jerry Wimbish takes home 7th. But we got our 1st and 2nd place finishers on the back. Let them hear it. Carla Lampy and Mr. Chris Tonoli. They're going to pull down to the front stretch. They put on a thriller in the heat and then a thriller in the feature. Let her hear it, Mrs. Carla Lampy. Also, give it up for your 2nd place finisher, Mr. Chris Tonoli. We still got one more feature after this event tonight. The Secoxy Ford B-Mods. Again, thank you to Mac Made for our trophies tonight. Thank you to Optimum Images as well for all of our track photos tonight. Kids, go to the front stretch. Miss Carla's going to sign that flag and hand it out. Who's going to be the lucky winner of that one? Here they come, Stampede down there. Lucky, lucky winner. They're going to take their picture with a winning car and, of course, that winning driver. Also, do not forget, All grill items at the concession stand right now are half price. Let's hear it one more time for Miss Carla Lampy, your CKR Fabrication Pure Stock winner. And a thriller of a finish. These two always put on a heck of a race when they show up here to the Grand Old Lady. Let's hear it for your second place finisher one more time, Mr. Chris Tinoli. Again, folks, tailgating, weaving in and out of traffic. That'll get you noticed and ticketed. Drive sober, slow down, buckle up, put your phone away. We want you to arrive alive. A message from the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, working towards zero highway fatalities. And welcome to the track. Let them hear it. Your Sikoxy Ford B-Mods for their feature event.
Alrighty, folks, your Sikoxy 4B mods are going to go green this time. Go to the lineup real fast. Turnbell on pole, Dalton on the outside. Murphy, Hicks, Muhlenberg, Singletary, Schrader, Petty, Piddleton, and Holloway. Who's going to win it? We got 15 laps, 10 cars to decide. Can Jackie Dalton keep up the dominance? Green flag's in the air and we're away. 15 laps of racing. Pulls out to an early lead. Turnbell stays right there with him. 3 wide for the 4th spot. Holloway already making up ground. He's going to look to pass the 0-4 Peyton Piddleton. Caution's out. Caution is out. We're going to go back to original restart. Holloway don't like that one because he's already passed about 3 cars. We're going to go back green. Not sure what the reason of the caution was there, but we're going to get him back green flag. Turnbell and Dalton lead the field. Murphy, Hicks on the 2nd row. Muhlenberg and Singletary on the 3rd. Schrader and Piddleton on the 4th. Holloway and Petty on that 5th and final row. The reason for the caution was they jumped the start, so we re-racked them once again.
We're now going to go green flag. 15 laps, 10 cars. Who's going to win it?
15 times.
Green flag's in the air, and we're off and away racing finally. Holloway takes the lead. Or, excuse me, Dalton takes the lead. Jackie Dalton pulling away into 3 and 4. Holloway's making up ground like it ain't nothing. Dalton comes around to lead lap 1 on the third try. Holloway to the outside there. He's slicing through these cars like butter. Dalton leads once again. Holloway's up to 4th. He's got a fast automobile under him tonight. Is it going to be the 21 and 21 show? We're going to find out. 3 wide in a 1 and 2, but Blake Schrader keeps it straight. And Jackie Dalton's pulling away. Holloway's going to rip the top again. He's looking for 3rd. Dalton, Turnbell, Murphy, and Holloway. Hicks rounds out your top 5. 3 cars, bumper to bumper to bumper for 2nd. Holloway's in the wall. Holloway runs 3 and 4 once again. Here comes Jackie Dalton to lap the 43. Holloway to the inside of Murphy. He can't stay there. 21's going to lap the 43. Holloway to the high side once again. He's going to let these 2 battle it out, but we've got 9 to go. Holloway wants a caution like no other. Because if not, I think his shot at winning's over. 8 to go for Dalton. Holloway's there. Holloway looks to the inside of the 11 and the number 2. Holloway to 3rd. We stay green. Holloway's looking for 2nd now. But Jackie Dalton's pulling away. We got 7 to go. Holloway to 2nd. Holloway's there. Can he catch Mr. Jackie Dalton? It's going to be the 21 and 21 show. 6 to go for Jackie Dalton and Jordan Holloway. Singletary pulls off. Can Holloway catch Dalton? He's got 5 laps to do it. Is it enough? Holloway's closing the gap, but he's only got 5 to do it. Dalton laps Piddleton. Dalton slides up. Holloway is closing. He's not going to have enough time. He wants to see them yellow lights turn on. Is it going to happen? Will we stay green? Dalton to the high side. Piddleton's high as well. Holloway has got a fast machine tonight. The 43 slow on the bottom. 3 to go. Jackie Dalton. Jackie Dalton's going to come through 3 and 4 this time. And he's going to take the Secoxy Ford white flag. 1 to go here at the Grand Old Lady. What an incredible show we've had tonight. Jackie Dalton rips through 1 and 2. Laps all under green. But Dalton's going to come through 3 and 4 for the final time. Jackie Dalton wins it. Holloway in second. Murphy in third. Turnbell in fourth. Muhlenberg in fifth. Schrader in sixth. Hickston seventh. Pendleton in eighth. Petty is going to take that ninth spot. But Mr. Jackie Dalton has done it once again. He holds off the field. Domination night again. Jackie Dalton's your Secoxy 4B Mod feature event winner. Muhlenberg's around in 1 and 2.
He's going to whip it around here, Mr. Jackie Dalton. As he climbs from his race car, let him hear your Secoxy 4B Mod feature event winner, Mr. Jackie Dalton. Holloway tried to get there, but just didn't have enough time. Again, folks, one for the road. Make sure that you have a designated driver. Drive sober, get pulled over. A message from the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, working towards 0 highway fatalities. Save Mo Lives. Visit SaveMoLives.com. But the king of the B-Mods, Mr. Jackie Dalton, wins it once again. Folks, let's also hear it for our track crew tonight, as they did an amazing job tonight. From the pit side concessions to everywhere, any position in the track crew. We thank you all for coming out to the Grand Old Lady tonight. We had an action-packed night. We hope to all see you back here next week, as it's going to be another thriller. We'll have another grand old show here at the Grand Old Lady. Hope to see you back here next Saturday night. He's going to sign that flag, and kids are going to rush down to him to get that checkered flag, their last opportunity of the night. Who's going to get it? He gives it away. Let's hear it one more time for Mr. Jackie Dalton. We thank you all for coming out again and showing your support to the Grand Old Lady. Again, we hope to see you back here next week. Again, remember, if you've been drinking tonight, please designate a driver. I'm Noah Walling. That's going to be all from me. We thank you all for coming out to the Grand Old Lady.